In the end, there will be no one left. We are no longer innocent. We are lost from this world. From home. We no longer believe in such things. We only believe in war.
Welcome everybody to the Battlefield 1 Summer Update live stream. I'm Dan Mitri, your Global Community Manager. To my right.
Hi everybody, Jeff Braddock, North American Community Manager.
To my far left.
Hey, I'm Andrew Galato, producer on Battlefield.
And we've got a special guest with us, a Mixer streamer, Moonlight Wolf. Welcome.
Woo! Thank you.
Now, some people, they were watching that trailer like, well, why are you showing the Apocalypse trailer
We've seen this.
when it's the summer update?
Come on.
Why?
It's a badass trailer.
Well,
That
it is
too.
a good trailer. That is true.
But
And
Andrew, why?
I think we're feeling a bit apocalyptic right now.
Kind of end of days.
This is the end.
End of the time. Yeah.
But
end of
we
days.
are, it's available for free,
That's
right?
the actual answer.
That's
yeah,
the real answer. I
is
was waiting. It took a minute.
we are giving away Apocalypse.
Somebody breadcrumb Andrew, please.
just
Let's
keep
get him to
dropping
the
it.
trail.
We call him Panko here in the office.
Except for the breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
I got it. See how I did that? I had to
like how you had
explain
to
it.
explain
Yeah,
it.
that was like the breadcrumb. Anyway, yes, we're giving away Apocalypse expansion pack. You guys can download it right now on Battlefield 1. We're also giving away some expansion packs on Battlefield 4 if you don't have those. Yeah.
China Rising and Naval Strike.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So, great time to get some free content.
Go get it. If you don't own it, go grab it.
We got a lot of people joining us in today's stream. I saw Part Welsh, Adam Freeman from the UK team. He leads our weekly BF Weekly straight out of EA UK.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
We've got BDM Joshua, we've got Pastrana, we've got the whole crew and a whole bunch of new faces. So welcome.
See what's trouble is. Dan's got the battle beard back, or did he just take Jeff's?
A little bit of both. A little
played,
bit
sir,
of
well
both.
played.
Yeah. Super glue magic. Anyways, so welcome everybody. We're going to walk you through the Battlefield 1 Summer Update. This is a very special one, being that you're primarily an Xbox One X player. This one's of particular interest to you. Why?
Yes, because of 4K. Finally, Frostbite gets to show off on 4K on Xbox.
That
You can
is
see all
awesome.
the good stuff.
The
Yeah.
work that
right.
Andrew and his team have done to
Yes.
bring us parity across all of our platforms is phenomenal. It looks
Yeah,
great.
We
It does
have
look great.
we had some software engineers that were very passionate to bring Xbox One X enhancements to Battlefield 1. So now everyone who owns an Xbox One X
forget the one.
yeah, don't forget the one, can enjoy 4K.
If you have a 4K monitor.
Yeah, if you have a 4K
That's
monitor.
And that's the caveat. We are not playing in 4K because we're limited to 1080p on our stream today.
Disclaimer.
But it does look beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Matt, pair that with the HDR update that we've done previously. Now you're seeing Battlefield like you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
So stick with us to the show. We've got some giveaways we're gonna be tossing out, some canteens, some shirts, a couple other things. But let's dive into what the summer update's all about. Obviously, the 4K is the bigger one, right? Is there anything else you want to add to that? Obviously, PS4 Pro has had 4K support. Now Xbox One X does.
Now everything's on parity.
Yep.
We're using checkerboard rendering, which is a specific way of how we render 4K. Should be the highest quality 4K rendering that we can get. So it's on parity with what you would see on a PlayStation 4 Pro.
Now, Andrew, this morning on my Twitter, somebody DM'd me and they asked me, Jeff, do I have to do any special thing in-game to make sure that it's switched to 4K? Once they've downloaded the update, they're good to go, right?
That's a good question. I would say that you shouldn't have to, but if you are not getting the update that you're running in 4K on your TV, you should probably check your settings and make sure that it's updated and moved over to the highest settings.
Yeah.
Could be something on your TV as well, or on the Xbox One X that you don't have it set to go to the highest quality.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we have one more guest I want to introduce. Eric Hewitt. He's at the helm of our Xbox console. And we actually have a camera on him. I know at one
Nice.
point we were actually going to show him in the intense battles.
He's a, yeah, no, yeah.
There he is. There he is. Oh, okay. He's down here in the bottom left.
Bottom
Yep.
left.
You guys made him die. Look at it. He's dead because of this.
Because he was waving, he took his hand off the mouse.
Yeah.
Never take your hand off the mouse.
Well,
Sorry,
it's an
Eric.
Xbox.
It's a controller.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Controller.
Yeah. So we get to catch all of his reactions, whether they're glory or just painstaking.
I lost the sector for that wave.
Oh, he did.
Oh wow, the whole sector.
did.
Are you gonna
Sacrifice for
are you
you.
blaming the live stream or the people you waved to?
I think he's blaming us.
Oh,
It was the wave.
So Eric, are you primarily an Xbox player or PC?
I was an Xbox guy, but now after being here, I'd say I play a little bit more PC.
I'm gonna have to say you're still dominating. Look at that. You got the melee. You brought that in.
a little history with Eric is he was a professional player.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was a professional Halo player.
Halo,
and
yeah.
so he's got those Xbox chops.
So we
And he-
stole him.
Yeah, and he now works with our competitive gaming team.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Cool, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's why he's so good.
Everyone pay attention to how well he plays today, and if he doesn't play too well, just go ahead and write it in the comments. Any kind of snub
Let him know.
will do. Then we can throw it around the office
Ghost
for
Amy
the whole
or
time.
Amy,
Yeah,
Ghost
okay.
Amy is his handle. So yeah, feel free.
Same as there in game.
Exactly like
Yeah,
that.
that's it. Exactly like that one.
Making you friends, Eric. I love you.
Thank you.
So we're going to be taking questions all through the chat over the next hour. So please do light us up. We'll take those as they come. But it's also important to chat with us because that's how you enter our giveaways. You're automatically entered if you're chatting with us, and we'll do some random rolls.
That, or if you create a meme of Dan Mitri.
Oh, wow. There's
that
plenty
puts
out
you
there.
right inside the
original
the
one.
competition.
Right.
Yeah, you just get right in it.
But you're up against Danny on PC.
Well, and that's a hard one to beat.
That is.
His memes come out midstream. Like
don't-
that. He's so fast. He's like Twitch click, blah, 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 done.
I take it as an honor that now I have a Discord emote. That's all. I know I've made it when I've made that list.
Yep.
That's awesome. So it's just
And
that.
Tank Girl. Tank Girl.
And Tank
Discord.
Girl.
And Tank Girl's Discord. They'll be using it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool.
Wow.
So where are you guys at?
I don't have
You
it.
you got one?
There's
No.
a meme section
I don't.
called Dan
That's
Mitri.
free.
You?
Yeah, they put a witch hat on me.
Did you make it yourself?
No, it was just no, I swear. It was a picture of me and somebody put a witch hat on me. I was like, I said something about like, it's magical or whatever. And they're like, oh, it's magic, like old school. And so they did that. I was like, approved.
A witch hat, not a wizard hat?
Good question.
Well, it's different schools of thought on magic, wizards versus witches. It's gender neutral on either one.
Is it? That's not common.
Quiet.
That's not how the
Everyone.
Warlocks.
general public thinks about this.
I know, right? They're just having an argument in the comment
I'm
section.
just hearing. I'm hearing some confusion
This
with
is
Jeff
really
Braddock.
happening right now, y'all.
Jeff is a little confused about things. Let's help him out.
That was a good play right there. Did the spot. Got him right there.
Great
That was awesome.
segue,
Yeah, that
Dan.
was a good segue. Let's
Yeah.
get to the topic at hand here. Okay? Let's
I
talk.
would say it's a magical.
Well, yeah. Let's talk the
You
real.
brought it back.
Let's talk the real magic. And the real magic that's
Don't
been
make it
done
awkward.
has been worked over the past several weeks to a couple months by your team.
Yeah.
And there's not only do we have the 4K support on Xbox,
Yes.
but there is the summer update that rolls out to all platforms.
Well, yeah, everyone gets this update as well, aside from the 4K support.
Yeah. So you've been listening to the community, and I know you hear a lot as well as you're streaming Battlefield, and one of the pain points has been match experience. And there's some updates there. I know, look, it's just like, don't even
excited.
get me started.
yeah, I'm not going to do it.
But we have good news for you
Yeah.
today,
We
Crystal.
do. We do.
Yeah.
Yep.
People have been complaining. I mean, there's been some tough. It's tough to get into matches sometimes. Let's be honest. And sometimes there are times when you're just sitting in a queue and you don't move forward and you don't know why.
Yeah.
So we've addressed a lot of the issues that we found around those, getting into a match. Specifically loading in and just waiting on a match that and watching, because if you try to join on a friend, there might be a guy who joins on a friend and just sits in a queue waiting for a spot to open up. But if you join after that person, you would sit behind them waiting too, even if another spot opened up on the other team. So it became a problem. So we fixed that. So now you can skip past people who might be waiting to join on a friend to join their squad or their team. So that's one of the fixes about match experience.
Get me right back into the game.
Yep.
Or the game for the first time today, whatever.
So that fix, I hate LA traffic, but that fix is kind of like that person that sits to the light that is going to take a left but doesn't have their signal on, and you're stuck behind them when you could totally just go straight.
So
That is such an LA remark.
You know what? No. We just heard this for the last hour from Jeff because he was late to coming into work today.
LA made me
because
late.
of
It
this.
wasn't me.
We appreciate your presence, Jeff. So not only that, but there are a couple of match experience updates, right? So you fixed an issue with the map vote results. What is that?
Yeah, so now what we're doing is we're respecting the map vote results once we transition into the next map. So if you're in the middle of changing, there's the map vote results will kick in and it'll be respected into that.
Got it. There's some questions coming in. Are they just going through the update? Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what the title is. Battlefield 1 Summer Update Livestream. We're talking about everything that's coming in this update.
Wait, did you guys read the patch notes? Because that's great.
So you can actually follow
love
along
that.
as we're going through this. They're live now on Battlefield.com.
Yep.
Yep. So
Battlefield.com/news/Summer Update 2018 with hyphens in between summer and update.
Let's put it up on the
I
screen.
love that. That's awesome. Yeah, let's put it up on the.
Well, okay, so there have been some issues with the website. I'll be honest.
We've been doing some migration.
We've been doing some
yeah.
migration, and so people were like, "Where are the notes?" And so that was my first email this morning at about 6:45. I was like, "Where are the notes?" And so I memorized that link just in case.
Oh, there's our boy. Danny on PC is now here to capture all of our
Nice.
memeable opportunities.
Now we're going to see the magic.
the
Welcome home,
magic.
son.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
And
Okay.
thank you for posting the link of the update notes in the chat, Nightbot.
Thank you,
Always,
Nightbot.
always there.
Always there
To
to
save
save the
and
day.
save us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to moderate.
Yeah.
I've been
You
watching too much
explicitives.
Westworld. I'm not cool with Nightbot. I'm like,
It will become a sentient being and take over everything.
well, maybe it should.
So we also
Maybe.
fixed squad boost. So it would sometimes count down during the pre-round, and that would you would waste some of the precious time to get that squad boost. So now it doesn't do that.
Great.
So now you can be in the match and use all of your squad boost for that.
Here's a question, and maybe we're jumping ahead, from W4 Hacker. Not sure if I approve of your extracurricular activities. Did you fix
War
it?
hacker, dude. Take out the F. War hacker.
There's no R between the 4 and the H.
You take out
That's-
F.
I'm not going to say what that phonetically.
War.
Okay. Did you fix the issue with leaving after the end of the game because it takes forever to leave? That is something different.
That is something different. We are looking at these issues still. I mean, there's some stuff in the game that still happens, and I mean, that's one of the things that we're still looking at. It's not happening all the time, and that's what makes it really tough for us to nail down. If it's something that happens every once in a while, we have to find the reasons behind that, and we have to be able to reproduce it in a way that we can predict, and so then we can figure out what the actual issue is. So not all of these things can get fixed right away. But we're looking at it. That's something that we're looking at.
Cool. So, Crystal, you want to tell us what the next update has been with the match experience?
The next update.
We've been jumping around.
We have our
a
update.
little bit.
Yeah,
jumping
it's not
around a
really
little
in
bit.
order here.
We'll reinforce the result of the mapped vote when the game server is migrating to a different host due to maintenance.
Right. So it's an issue that's happened. I've seen it myself, where we did a map
familiar with that
vote
one.
and the server migrates to different hosts. It's like, yeah, that's not the map
Yeah,
y'all
it
voted on.
resets.
It's 32.
It
that voted on
resets
this.
normally because it's now a new host. So
Right.
now it's taking the vote that was on the last host.
I do a lot of quick match, so I don't really experience that myself.
Oh, you just right in.
I just-
Oh, okay.
I don't have time. No.
Well, that's because you're
I was doing
streaming
it.
and
Yeah.
every minute is of you or whatever, and so that makes sense.
And I'm dealing with that other thing that we were just talking about earlier, the whole like matching with your teammates and frustration of that. So
Waiting
the
to get
faster the
in
better.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I like how there's someone in the chat called Dunno. 410, what's new in the update? Brother, you're living up to your name. This is why you're watching this. You're learning about the update.
Don't know.
Also,
You just don't know. What's up?
Tell me something new. Come on, Jeff. Lay it on me.
Okay, there's one more match experience update.
Let's see. Oh, the last one?
Yeah, the last one.
Okay. Well, I didn't know because we skipped around again.
Yeah.
I mentioned that one. That was
That
the
one's
one I
right.
thought
That
of.
one's
You
right
don't know
underneath.
either.
I don't know. Fam. No, he mentioned that.
Yeah.
So that was what he mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, the people
Yeah, that was
being
the beginning
blocked.
one.
He tagged one and two.
That one's the
See,
most important
You're
one.
skipping ahead.
Well, yeah, because that
somebody's
one's the
not
most
paying
important.
attention
Why
to
do I
stream.
even write update notes?
You put me on the spot, and I wanted to tell the most
That's
important.
my job.
I'm taking the best
That's
stuff.
journalism at its finest. I'm going to put you on the spot. Make you feel uncomfortable.
That's journalism at its
Maybe
finest.
Dan is really good at making people feel uncomfortable.
Improv.
Have you hung out with me?
Lots.
Yeah, I know.
And I like it.
Anyways,
It's a wonder these things actually happen, to be honest.
so quick recap. I know, right? Quick recap. Match experience. Bullet points. Let's
All right.
walk away with this.
Right.
So you want to go down the row again?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
What do
dinner.
we got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
For Dino 410.
for Dono.
So he
him up.
comes back, he'll be like, I know it all.
Yeah. He can change his name after this.
I know.
820.
Yeah.
So we improved loading times when you got into your soldier customization. That's something we didn't mention. That's the one that we.
That's
That was
what
the
we
one
missed.
You
we
see
didn't-
why I
we didn't
came
talk
back
about.
to talk about it
Yeah,
again? There's
yeah.
things that you missed.
So you missed. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Let's get more memes on Dan.
Let's get ready to rumble.
We fixed map voting results when you're rotating through the rotation. Also, we honored map voting when you're migrating to a new host. We fixed squad XP boost to not be counting during the pre-round, and we fixed an issue where players sometimes got blocked when there was someone trying to queue into join a friend.
I have a request. Nerf Ghost Ayame, because this dude's killing it, man.
What's your KDR? Let's see it.
Ooh, on the spot.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Well,
pull it up,
he's
pull it
dominating
up,
right
Pull it
now.
up. Pull
Can
it
he
up.
hear you? Can he?
No,
I don't
he's
think
not
he can hear
listening.
you. Yeah.
No, he's focused.
He's really focused.
All he hears are
KDR.
explosions and men
That's,
screaming.
there you go.
Ah!
2916. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean,
Whatever.
They're in the back
Even
going.
a 2.0, but
you've
whatever.
done that. You do that all the time, right? Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
What I don't do all the time, but what I'm going to do now is
transition
a giveaway.
Oh.
And that is a transition inherently, yes. We'll keep this going. Obviously, we have a lot more.
You're not supposed to read the host queue.
I know. Literally in Bowl of Ghost, transition.
Well, guys, this is
You're breaking immersion, man.
this is media 101. I don't know what you said.
Anyway, so
Interior
I've got
day.
an awesome clip from our one and only Battlefield Stream team member, which you can catch on the daily on twitch.tv/Battlefield Profit on Fire.
Yep.
He's got an awesome clip of him doing a pretty crazy sniper kill.
Oh, and he just celebrated
Merciless.
his 1-year anniversary on Twitch as a partner.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Great.
All right, let's roll it. Let's check it out.
World.
Look at this bearded beauty. Look at this guy. He's going in for the
Crazy.
kill.
Just quick
He
snipes.
shoots one
Lands
out.
it.
Wait. It gets better.
He's not
Yeah.
done yet, right?
No.
He just,
No.
he's like,
Oh,
oh,
far
let me
from.
just-
The other dude bailed out of the plane.
Bail. Sucker!
Not gonna let him go. Not gonna let him go. Let's be honest, he was a dead man anyway, gonna be exploding in the water. That was
That
pretty
far
much gonna
out,
be a
you're not gonna be able to
redeploy.
swim back,
That was
yeah.
gonna be it anyway. He did him a favor, really.
It's true.
You've played Prophet, like locally at some of our Game Changer events or even online. No.
He's
I-
he's very smooth and deliberate, but his gameplay style is just so crisp. He plays so.
He's got that down. Like, you could see how quick he was going back into the ADS after the bolt action, right? Like, there was, like, the seconds were not being wasted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you ever have those moments on stream?
Yes, and I really wish that my viewers would clip them more because they like clipping.
Hey!
they like clipping
everyone out.
fails.
Yeah.
So if you go through my highlights, you'll see a lot of fails and making me look like I can't play video games, which is fine.
They like
you know,
the
I
fails.
like to laugh. You know.
So let's dive back into our Battlefield 1 summer update.
Someone make an old
Improvements.
picture of Dan, like a picture of Dan. Make
No,
him look old.
well,
I'll give you a
those do not exist anymore. Actually, a couple do, but okay. So we've
He
got
just
some.
put like a cease and desist out into the
Yeah,
Take that down. that's my
annihilated all
personality.
photos of weird hairdos.
Nobody does that.
Yeah. So we have some updates to
Shock
3 of our
Ops.
maps. Right?
Shock Ops.
Oh,
specifically.
2 Shock Ops. Okay.
Yeah. So we released Shock Operations in the last update. That was the Shock Operation update. Shocker. See that? Dad jokes are coming. Anyway, so we've had some time to look at how people are playing the game, how successful attackers are at getting into the match past the first sector, and there was some rebalance that needed to be done to a couple of the maps. So Loop Cup Pass is one of those. Zeebrugge is another one, and Prise de Terror. But that one was very small updates. So we did a few tweaks to make sure that it was easier for attackers to get in, and not as easy for defenders to just kind of stomp on the attacking team.
And that was Lupkow.
That was all of them.
All Lupkow, okay.
No, it was Lupkow, Zeebrugge as well. And there, I mean, the changes are different things, whether it's moving spawns, or we changed, we put in some more elite kits, or we swapped out the type of elite kits. We did a lot of different things. We removed some of the behemoths, like so the airship, the behemoth airship has been removed from some of the sectors. To make it a little bit easier and better for the teams.
So maybe we should hop into one of these 3 maps on Shock Ops if there is a server available.
And if you can do 5 bayonet charges.
Dude, he can do this.
He can do that.
Yeah,
He can do that.
That guy.
He's got it.
I'll be honest, I like the bayonet, but I hate trying to do the bayonet charge.
It's so annoying.
It is so annoying.
I find
because
myself just
I'll be
brushing
like,
people.
Ah, plop.
We've been tweaking it over the last, I don't know, year and a half or so,
Really?
trying
No,
to
no,
make it.
it's not the mechanics
It
of
was
it. It's the
overbalanced.
terrible player.
At one side, it was like you were.
I always like to,
Yeah, one side you were kind of, you had more health during it, lifted your health so that way you could make the kill. People were saying that that's unfair, so then we dropped it down. So we were trying to just find the right balance for tuning that.
Yeah. I always have the problem of bayoneting and then running into like the side of a player, almost like we're just brushing shoulders.
Missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Yeah, missing. Yeah, exactly.
I just run. I just
why I
just charge. I just
feel
charge.
the impact of the person that I'm charging, but my blade doesn't go. So I'm like, okay, we're just brushing shoulders. That's fine. Might as well.
At least you got the shoulder. I just go right past them.
Oh yeah, no, I
So
let
then
them know
I-
that I'm there.
I've seen that quite a
They don't
bit.
care.
Yeah, that's me.
Playtest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
My favorite is when I run past them and they turn around and shoot me with their pistol. I'm like, oh come on!
Yeah.
Or they return with a bayonet charge after me.
terrible.
Or
bayonet
more
charge.
embarrassingly, it's some bolt action rifle where they're just like taking all the time to line up the
They're
shot while you're
literally building the
charging.
rifle on the battlefield.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like
there you
that's,
go, Jeffrey.
That's me. I mean, like, so now I'm just like, fine, I'll do the bolt action rifle.
Okay, good. So while we're back in, we're actually going to be playing Prisoner, and some of the updates you had were in the final sector. I don't know if we'll necessarily
This
make it
was
to that.
only in the final sector for this one, but the other ones were throughout all of the sectors. But just a reminder for everybody about shock operations and what that is. It's a single map operation, right? All of the other operations have been two maps where you transition from one to the other. But this one still has that kind of layer of narrative about the battle that's happening. But we were able to choose 5 maps that aren't in an operation right now, kind of layer in that history on top of what it is, and then be able to do the breakthrough game mode as it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got quite a bit of people coming in and watching our stream. Welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, we're streaming live from DICE Los Angeles. DICE, our coveted studio that makes Battlefield. And we're going through the Battlefield 1 Summer Update, which is available now, and it features the 4K update for Xbox One X. That's right. Battlefield 1 looks phenomenal on Xbox One X. But we're also going through all the various base game updates that's available to every platform. And so we were just talking about the shock operation.
Shock
update.
operation.
And there's quite a bit.
rebalance.
There's quite a bit, right? So I encourage everyone to check out the update notes on battlefield.com/blah blah blah blah. Whatever.
Don't type in
A lot of hyphens, a lot of other.
Hyphen 2018.
You like how it summarizes much
Backwards.
better. Just-
Yeah, no, that was good.
blah blah blah. Hyphen.
We do have a link though.
I'm gonna look up battlefield.com blah blah blah. And you know what? 404 error, bro. That's gonna happen.
Should be something.
Someone's
though.
gonna make.
Yeah, 404 error. That's
Yeah.
what happens.
You know, actually, there was a new update that went yesterday live, bringing in North America into the Enigma program. And if you're not aware of what the Enigma program is,
Please tell us, Daniel.
Yeah, it's basically like a kind of an Easter egg hunt just on the web with certain missions that you can win prizes. So go to battlefield.com, poke around,
Are we saying what kind of
I
prizes?
will not say anything. That's all I'm doing. That's my little seed, and hopefully it flourishes to
What an
entertainment.
enigma.
It's a seed and an Easter egg hunt. What kind of animals are you growing?
An
It's a
enigma.
mystery.
It is a mystery. You get it? See? Look it up. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
That's a great way to tell people, hey, it's happening. Look it up.
Look it up.
Here's a secret for you. We have more secrets in Battlefield.com.
So we're back up. We've got Eric Hewitt playing our Xbox One X. Let's talk about some of the updates to weapons, gadgets, and vehicles. So we
Yes.
have an update to the M1903 experimental.
Yes. So historically, the U.S. invented this thing called the Peterson device, and it allowed for a soldier on the battlefield to be able to swap out from a bolt action to an automatic rifle. So the M1903 was one of those rifles that was used in that capacity. So we brought that into Battlefield, where you were able to have, it was originally set as with the Peterson device in there, and it was the only rifle in the Scout class that was not bolt action. It was automatic. But now we allow you to swap between them, the two of them.
Maybe Eric can show us. Eric, when you get a chance,
Yeah, it looks like that chance is just now.
yeah, can you bring
That
up the
was good.
M1903?
Definitely.
So historically, you're saying historically it was a single bolt rifle.
So it could also be made with this device into an automatic rifle.
And that's not something that just kind of plug and play.
Well, it was 15 seconds.
On the
that
spot.
A soldier could do that on the
So you
battlefield
could,
within
on the
15
field, you could
seconds.
do,
Wow.
wow.
Now, we're not going to have you wait 15 seconds of animation on this, so it's a little faster in game.
Thank you.
So do you know historically if
Sounds
Is that
fast IRL, but not
he
in
got,
game.
he got killed while he was doing it.
So Jeff, you might know this since you're maybe because you're a bit more in tune with some of the World War I weapons and whatnot. So historically, a single bolt action rifle turned into an automatic. When did that thing overheat or cause other issues? That's a lot of rounds being sent down that barrel that it wasn't necessarily designed for.
It's not ready for that. It's not ready for that. So here's the thing.
I know things that happened, and I know
You should have saw his
features
face.
and
You saw
weapons.
the.
He's asking,
It's on the
hey
side
Jeff,
view.
please put on your gunsmith hat and let's talk about the heat dispersion of the M1903.
You know a lot of weird things. You
Bolt
might
action
know
compared
this.
to the automatic. What?
So he doesn't know. But
Like,
I like
literally, my brain was like, no.
I know his face is like.
deer in headlights. I like that you just kept going. You didn't like stop and like redirect.
That's, he sees a deer in headlights, he speeds up. That's what's just
Oh, I
happening.
find it
He's
as
like,
entertainment.
oh,
I'm like,
dude.
oh yeah. So no, we
Sorry.
don't know the history. If we had
Well,
Flagfire,
here's the
maybe
thing.
he would
Yeah,
be able to tell us.
Flagfire would definitely know. Here's the thing. So you're actually,
Look it up.
when you're automatic, in automatic mode, you're actually only firing, I think it's 20 caliber, so it's really small bullets, like pistol-sized bullets.
Okay.
And so it's doing very little damage in that mode. So when you change over to the bolt action, you're going to do high damage per bullet.
Kind of like Calibri, which we have a pretty cool clip to show later in the show.
Is that foreshadowing?
Yeah, a little
Yes.
hint. We will foreshadow that here.
Camera
Stay on
switch, camera
script,
switch.
Dan. So, okay, we have another
Transition.
update. Transitioning, we fixed an issue where vehicles, the anti-tank mines, actually
Yes.
had a smaller perimeter and was not detecting when a large vehicle went over it.
Yes, like the Saint Shaman.
Okay.
So yeah, so we just kind of created the radius a little bit larger around with those mines. So now all of the tanks that are going to drive over it will be exposed, and we
Okay.
won't have this weird thing where it's like, "Why I laid a mine? Why didn't it destroy that vehicle?"
Right.
Yep.
That's annoying.
I tend to avoid vehicles because they explode so much, at least when I'm around. So they just seem like a death trap to me. I don't even try. I'm on the battlefield a lot, but not in a
Are
vehicle.
you doing infantry mostly?
Well, I do. I play a lot of medics, so I stay with my team, and I play a lot of domination and operations. And what was the recent one that you guys added?
Shock operation.
Shock operations.
Shock ops, yep. Did you play the Battlefield 5 closed alpha?
I did, yes.
And you stayed away from tanks?
I got in one once, and then I was like, oh, that's right, it's me playing Battlefield. So yeah, the thing that always happens to me is it explodes. I didn't even see it coming. I was just getting into it. So yeah.
And then your wolf pack just takes a clip of that, puts it up, and that's your
There's probably
legacy.
a clip of it somewhere. Yeah.
That's your legacy.
Wolfpack, show 'em age, right? Okay, back to Battlefield. We adjusted the reload time of the C96 pistol when loading single bullets to better match its animation, which
just
I know
matching.
Ryan Duffin
That
is
guy,
happy about.
Animation Merc. He's very passionate about these things, and we like that.
Is he the one that led this fix?
He does a lot of these, or he'll work with the rest of the animation team to make sure that we get these things in. So if he isn't doing it himself, it is he's directly involved in it in some capacity.
There's some questions about Battlefield 5 open beta. Obviously, we're more than happy to talk about Battlefield 5 as part of the family, although we are talking about Battlefield 1 today. More news on open beta later, but we have announced that it's going to be sometime here in September, right?
Don't mean not to get distracted.
I know, he's getting distracted over here. I mean, there's obviously some
Well, I mean,
good
you
stuff
guys are
going
looking
down.
down at your screens, and I don't have one, so I was just looking at this one. So,
Junk
good.
unicorn. Just junk.
so what was it? What was the question?
about the
No, the
Name
question was, when is beta coming for Battlefield
Eating.
5? And that's going to be September, but no dates yet. Early September is what we've said, right? So, you know,
So
read
nice
between the lines
try.
there.
So Not Weirder said, why does the Enigma not have a North American option?
We addressed that about 10 minutes ago, and it now does for Mission 3. Now, Mission 1 and 2, you can't obviously win prizes on that because it's already been done. We've completed it, but you can still do it for fun, for funsies, you know, hone in your skill, and then go for Mission 3 where you can actually win some cool prizes.
Do you need to know Morse code?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Go to battlefield.com,
hard to learn
poke
Morse code?
around, find it.
Is that a quick? Is it easy to learn Morse code just in case?
Oh, really easy.
For science?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, can you tell us all about Morse code? While we,
Everything I know about Morse code is google.com. Search bar,
Yep.
Morse code.
Blah blah blah.
They even have translators into Morse code,
Yeah, that's true.
audibly and the little dashy dots.
No, that's cool.
Oh, so
I
you
don't
didn't
think
need to
that is
learn
the
it. You can
technical
just
Yeah, I
term
know.
is dashy dots.
copy paste.
Dashy dots.
Exactly.
Got it.
Here's a question. This has come up on multiple occasions. SMG08 nerf. I know there's some balance that some people
Are they
think may be
asking if
done.
we've nerfed it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we have. I think everything that we do is trying to find the right balance, but no, I don't think that we've nerfed it.
Okay. Maybe a question you can answer here from GMC Works. Are there 4K texture updates on Xbox One X also, or is it just support?
Okay, so we have high textures already in the game, so we didn't have to add new 4K textures on top of everything. So it's just enabling that there's 4K in the game. This is mostly focusing on the resolution though, and not adding new textures to the game. So we
like
do
putting-
have high resolution textures.
So it's like putting not sunglasses, but putting regular glasses on. You saw it in kind of like a blurry,
Yeah.
so fine but not so fine state. And now all of a sudden everything's clean,
Gotta
crisp.
get your HD on and you,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Contacts are.
We do have another UGC clip. This
So
one's by
excited.
Tristan MC Mick L117.
Say that 3 times fast.
Oof, well, I don't even know what his is. It like
It's like, let me see it again.
Nick Lit?
Tristan McLit.
Yeah, Tristan McLit.
McLeat. No, not
It's
quite
a-
It's
McLeat.
lit and leet.
Yeah.
This
Written
was
in
the
lit.
foreshadowing
Definitely
that we did just 10 minutes ago. Let's roll it.
I can't wait.
Okay, so he's got this. I think this is on PS4 Share Factory. That's where he
about
was able
that.
to make this edit. Pretty cool. All right,
we
so
go.
he's hopping in his
Hop in the
squad.
yeah. Deploy right in. Look at that.
Uh huh.
Got some. Well, there's a plane flying overhead. What's he doing with that?
What's he doing?
Oh,
man.
That grenade.
That's so ridiculous.
Disable the vehicle.
It's crazy.
The bomber.
Surprise!
Yeah.
That was not the foreshadowing, but that was still an awesome
Yeah,
clip.
the heavy bomber.
Because I can't do stuff like that. I can't.
Well, that's pretty good.
You don't even think about doing stuff like that until you see people clip it. You're
Yeah.
like, oh.
No. Then you see it and you're like, I want to try that.
Now we're all
Yeah.
going to try that. It's
Yeah.
like might as well be a new achievement.
So there you go. Wolfpack, watch you more, clip your moments, okay? And I
Clip
need
me
to start
doing that.
streaming. So then the Dan Pack.
Didn't you do a stream
Dan.
for Battlefield 5?
I didn't. No,
Oh,
no.
you were-
So we're gonna go through last bit of final updates that the summer update actually brings about, and one of those is some gameplay. So we fixed some instances where players were griefing other players by standing in front of an artillery truck, and as that shell went out, then it just bounced back and blew up the truck. And I wish I had a clip on that.
And mortars and other things. So we tried to fix that. Now, of course, the griefing is caused because sometimes the artillery trucks and the mortar players are not moving forward. They're just trying to snipe from the back. So don't do that. I mean, we didn't want people to get griefed and die by their teammates. That's bad. So be good teammates. Be good teammates. But, Eric.
Called out on stream.
I don't even use the mortar.
7,000 people.
I don't even use the mortar. But don't be good teammates. I mean, come on, move forward with everybody, work together. Don't make other people complain about you.
Don't be that
Jeff.
guy.
I would say
Public service announcement.
You're a support player.
I am a support player.
Yes.
And I'm an aggressive support player. I'm aggressive with all my classes.
I know you to be nothing else but aggressive.
This is true.
That was some
Silent.
awkward moment.
That got really weird.
Man.
I was kind of hoping that he would have a better comeback, but
No, I just like awkwardness. That's
yeah.
my comeback.
Yeah.
there's a lesson here.
But you PTFO.
So much. Like, and I that's the one thing that's so much.
Yeah, PTFO
I will be
so
at the top of the
much.
leaderboard with 3 kills.
Yeah.
But I'm capturing objectives. I'm dropping ammo. I'm suppressing. I don't play with Eric because I like teammates, not lone wolves. But maybe there's a pack of those that can
what if you're in a
follow
wolf pack? Yeah,
Moonlight.
That
That's
could be
right.
good,
Transition.
Ta-da!
That's transition.
Wolfpack. No, but that's the thing. When I use the mortar, I'm always like I don't want to just be like in the middle of a field getting mortared, but I always try to move forward and I launch all 4 of my mortars. Always the frag because I like to make.
So you're a
people
mortar
cry.
player.
I like playing the mortar and the crossbow too, but I move forward.
Yeah, like the wise Colonel 100 said, just play the objective. It's simple.
It's,
That's it.
it is simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yep. Jeff is PTFO player. That's right.
What did he say? So hard?
So hard.
So hard.
He plays it so hard.
So hard.
So we've got another
Try
update.
harder.
Friendly players will now display their spotting radius,
The radius.
to teammates,
Yes.
allowing better coordination between
Yeah, so
recon players.
what you're going to see now is a chance of like knowing how far that radius is, so then you know, oh, if anyone's within that radius, you know.
Got it.
So
That helps.
Before you didn't get that, you just saw pings, right, of enemies, and you weren't sure where's the flare, so now you get a good sense.
Yeah. We also fixed an issue where damage that resulted in a score less than 0.5.
Yeah, so we are so precise in Battlefield with our scoring. So sometimes if you cause damage, that just kind of nicks. I mean, because these are projectiles, actual projectiles in game that are moving. This isn't we're not ray casting.
So we're talking like splash damage.
Yeah, if you, or just like a bullet skim or something, like you can get under an actual point. So now we're rounding that up to help with the scoring to kind of get a little bit better.
Sometimes that 1 point can mean a lot.
Yeah.
That's that. I get killed when they have 1 point of
Yeah.
health left. I know they have less than 1. I know
And they
do.
survived, but they made it.
So
That's really important to you because you only get 3 kills in a game, you said. So
Yep.
I can understand why it's important that you do.
You kind of set yourself up there. People are gonna take
he
that.
always sets it up.
set
It's so
yourself
easy.
up
So
there.
this is why I love this guy on
I'm a
stream.
team player. I set you up.
So hard. So hard.
So hard.
You work so hard.
So hard.
Also, by the way, that would have been a great, Danny. Here's a freebie for you. When he said that, and I just looked in the camera, that's a perfect moment for "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Oh yeah, freeze frame.
Is that what he was thinking
Zoom.
the
That's
whole
exactly what I was thinking. I was
Fade to
like,
black and white.
Redoing character. So, our last bit of updates.
Yes.
I got to give a big shout out to a particular individual on our development team.
Yeah.
It's kind of a team of one. Although anything
not-
we do is never a team of one, but it's always led by someone.
But he was passionate about this particular element.
Yes, and if it wasn't for his passion and his leadership here, we wouldn't see some of these awesome updates. And that's all around our user interface.
Yes.
We have more modification options to our UI, catering to streamers, catering to competitive players, catering to the way I want to play based off of what I want to see on my HUD. So let's go through some of that. We didn't even say the gentleman's name. Sorry, Julian Manilov.
Or Juju.
Juju, yeah.
The crew was
Is it actually pronounced Juju? Because isn't it JJJU?
JJJU. Ju.
Juju.
Sure.
I call it
Underscore
Juju.
somewhere in there.
Like Juju beans.
Yeah.
But
Like
that's
the
not.
candy
That's
from the
not how
50s
you.
with the malt. Bringing it back. Transition.
There we go. So a lot of the work he's been doing, again, allows us to set our UI the way we want to. So let's go through some of the UI here. One of the first ones is we've added gameplay options for adjusting the color and visibility of the lens sight reticle. That's
insane.
something
So
very
you're
much
looking
needed.
down the scope in the lens with that sight, the color of the sight.
Yep.
There we go.
We've added gameplay options to show compass bearing numbers on the mini map and the big map.
Now this
so
one's kind of
now,
cool. Now you can have a little more precision when you're using the mini map and like which degree to go after. You know, oh, go to this.
when I'm calling out, I'm playing as a squad
which area
leader.
to start moving towards.
Yeah.
Which, like, to be fair, let's be honest. That's a huge thing right now with the Royale games. You see that they're like, oh, he's at 210 or 408. No, I'm just kidding. No circles that big.
Well, check it out.
What kind of geometry world are you living in?
It's algebra.
No, look. So we
But
have it
no,
right here.
I love that.
We
I
have
love
it.
that
We
Andrew
have
will
it
just
again.
keep going. Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm heading due 320 right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then when you get those pop. Oh, and see, there's the
Look at all those spotting
flares.
flares. Isn't that nice?
You can see that right
Isn't
now.
that
That's
nice?
awesome.
Now you can
setup. That's a lot
of
strategize.
I think you're gonna find everyone in those circles.
I just want to call out. Just look how beautiful Lepco Pass is.
That is gorgeous.
really-
I mean, it's summertime, but man, look at that.
With the heat that we've
Looks
been
so
dealing with
cold.
here in LA and Sweden,
Sweden.
and like
Globally, bro.
That is refreshing to look
there's
at.
been tons of fires.
Yeah.
That would be appreciated.
Not that fire, but there it is.
So the third, we've added video options for adjusting the screen safe area width
Yep.
and height on PC. Xbox and PlayStation 4 already have those.
They already had this. So PC now has it where you can kind of adjust how far out the UI, the HUD elements are going.
Got it. That's pretty cool. Fourth one here, we moved the objective world icon names from below the world icons to
So
above
yeah, and you can see it
those.
right here. Look, you see Pavel's watch here on the screen. It's now above the bee or butter icon, and that's it used to sit below, and so it just kind of cluttered everything. So and that was Julian just looking at it and going, hey, you know, this feels a little weird. We should probably move it up. And
that
of course,
gum skin.
the community feedback's in this all the time, so we get
Oh my God.
so we get good feedback from people.
Yeah, he did.
Ran out of
Not
bounds
to
to
cut
kill a
off.
guy.
I mean, I was just talking, but
No, we're
I
efficient.
mean,
we're
it's
efficient.
fine. It's fine.
Next
Learn
updates.
and play from there.
Oh, he said he can do 2 days at once.
I know you do. I know
He's
you
on
do.
Xbox.
So
Pick up that controller. Come on over here.
He's an esport player. This guy can smack talk too. But you never smack talk before a match, is what I've heard.
Thank you.
Because
He's
if you
gotta
get your
back
butt
it up.
handed to
Yeah.
you.
So we have a couple more, well, several more updates we'll blast
Yeah,
through.
quite a few.
We've added gameplay options for adjusting the visibility of the 3D objects and soldier names separate from the icons.
Yep.
The world icon customization gameplay options now work in spectator mode. That's awesome.
That's super awesome.
Yep. So now we
So
can
if you're
adjust
spectating,
there.
you're doing any kind of cinematic stuff, and you want to have that there, or you don't want that there.
We can adjust the crosshair size and the hit indicator size. Like
That's nice. If you
this
want it to
is-
be a little small, a little tighter, a little cleaner, or if you want it to be big, your eyesight's going out or something, Jeff, then you can make it much
behind
bigger. and you can get
54.
in
I'm 54.
Well, he's not really. I mean, come on. He
Next
doesn't
week.
even
Next week I'll be
He doesn't even
54.
stream, so I mean, like, I'm assuming he probably doesn't play that much. So.
I'm streaming now, bro. Come on.
Is that the first time you said bro? Because it was very uncomfortable.
Did I accentuate the wrong things? My inflection was kind of like,
It's
bro?
very, it's very
Come on,
Steve
bro.
Buscemi.
I'm
Hello, fellow kids.
We've adjusted the visibility of receiving damage HUD panel, of the HUD panel. Now, here's a couple more, and these are really instrumental to really cleaning up a lot of the HUD space. So, you can adjust the size and visibility of all these elements I'm going to run through. Ready?
Write them down.
You can write them down, or you can check out the update notes that
This
are
is
on
going to be one of the
Battlefield.com.
questions he's going to ask you guys for the next giveaway. so-
Trivia.
But that's not true. So you can adjust the size and visibility on scoring messages, on the kill log messages, on the chat log, on the game mode info panel, on the squad list panel, on the vehicle seat layout, vehicle passenger list panel, player info panel, and the miscellaneous HUD elements like the weapon, vehicle, reload, hints, Comoros, interactions, a whole bunch more. So you can literally just adjust anything to your liking. That's it.
You know, when we were
Visibility
talking about
size.
this in rehearsal, it's one of the things that I love the most about this update is that the customization. Because I used to play a lot of MMOs back in the day, and being able to modify your HUD for your play style, that sort of thing, is really important.
Yeah.
Especially if like you're a tank or a healer, because you've got to be able to see everybody and see the damage indicators
Yeah.
and the DPS and all that. So being able to do this in an FPS,
So you can
especially a
min-max,
beautiful game like
Yeah.
this, it's really key.
Yep. Absolutely.
Ooh, someone keeping us on point. Resno Victor. This is not the time for you guys to be laughing. Answer our question. Oh. Well,
let's get to the
sorry.
questions.
let's get to some of these
Let's get to those
questions. Yeah.
So
Terry, you enjoy
You guys
yourself.
have the iPads and
before
stuff.
we go,
Yeah, they're the ones slacking on us.
I am not seeing a question from Resno in the last 3 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ask a
Ooh.
question.
Ask a question and we'll answer it. But man, I'm just gonna end it right there.
Just like mid-sentence.
Look it up.
We also fixed an issue with dog tags, sometimes showing up blank in the kill card. So now that has been addressed as well.
No, the SMG08 is not getting nerfed. We've already discussed that.
Yeah, it's
Rip.
not.
Anyways, so we've gone through quite a updates today. So we do have the update notes published on battlefield.com. Check them out there.
/
News /
Blah, blah.
summer - update - 2018.
Because no spaces, got it. Makes sense.
and summer update
And
2018.
SEO.
So if you are joining us now, a lot of you have been coming in from Twitch, but we're also simultaneously streaming on Mixer, your native platform. And I know you've been chatting with some of the Mixer.
I actually haven't been talking.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe
yeah,
we should-
that's my
We
bad.
should, yeah. So thank you, no matter where you're joining us from, thank you for watching along.
That's why the Wolfpack takes the bad clips.
That's right. That is
No
right.
one is safe here.
That is right. So we're just out of time. This is another transition. Yep.
Hope you
So
don't.
So we've been foreshadowing.
we have been foreshadowing. Yes, we were talking
Well,
about the Calibri earlier.
Once.
I prefer 3
Yeah,
shadow.
but twice. Oh man.
Oh.
Nope.
Being sad.
You really should.
We were talking about the Calibri earlier and how little damage it does, but man, it's a slap in the face when you get a kill from it.
Tiny gun.
Our boy Spitfire Simon, he does some. He wrecks some damage here. Let's check it out.
Let's see. All right.
Coming up.
So that's a behemoth.
There it is. The full train. Yep.
It looks like it's getting close
Like
to the
any
last leg, but
responsible
yes.
player,
Of
start
course,
throwing down
yeah.
explosives.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well
It's
said.
like, no, we're gonna put that away. Yeah. It's adorable. No, but look at all the kills he gets. He literally
Didn't
took out like a good
scratch.
quarter
Not
of the
one
team.
scratch.
Yeah, maybe that's a little too much, but
Pretty good.
took out a
That's really
sizable
good.
chunk.
Yeah.
Awesome job, Spitfire Simon.
Great work.
Good
So-
use of the weapon.
If you've been chatting with us the past 15 minutes, you are automatically entered into one of the final giveaway. Well, I had a lot of fun on this stream.
Me too.
This was a good time.
You
That
know,
was
we
alright.
professionally made fun of each other, and not so professionally.
Completely unprofessionally. From
Totally.
the 3 of you.
Totally.
I was professional
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
I was mutual.
I don't.
You were.
I was
Yeah.
pretty mutual.
Yeah, no, you were
were-
probably the best
She
of all
was
of
like
us.
Switzerland. She was kind of neutral. Somewhat professional,
Yeah.
somewhat not. Having a good time.
But we went through quite a bit.
Is someone not?
I'm always professional, Jeff.
It's true.
you're talking
So we went through quite a bit today over the past hour. We're talking about the.
Jump on your malt.
Oh, Andrew, quiet down, class.
What did you say?
And his giant little bicycle.
You told Jeff
Why
that
did
he
you
was
drink
going to
them
jump all
all?
over the malt or something. What did you say?
Rewind. Watch the archive.
Look it up.
Look it up. Anyways, we are out of time. Other people have to get back to work. Okay.
Me too.
We went through the Battlefield 1 Summer Update, which is available now on all platforms on PC, Xbox One X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One as well. But the big notable one here is 4K support is now on Xbox One X. So if you've got an
Very
Xbox
exciting.
One X, or if you don't already, go out and get one, fire it up. It looks beautiful on a 4K monitor, especially in HDR.
Yes.
But we also went through a whole host of updates to Battlefield 1 that everybody gets. Check it out on battlefield.com in our update notes section. With that said, do we have a couple other things to talk about? Very small, little minor things?
Is this something about the Enigma?
Well, we talked about Enigma. That's a whole mysterious thing going on at battlefield.com. Check it out. We've just expanded North America, so North Americans can play along with us for some potential prizes.
We're going to Germany.
We are going to Germany soon, yes, because we are bringing Battlefield 5 to Gamescom. I can't say anything more.
Oh, it's going to be dope.
Yeah, but we do have an open beta coming up here in early September. I can't say anything more. So you got to follow along. We've got a lot of cool things
What
that
else
we're going to be talking
can't you
about.
say?
There's a lot of
Tell
things
us
we
more
can't
about things
say.
you can't talk about, Dan.
Yeah, well, that's part of being in industry.
That's true.
Because 90%
So
of the things
true.
you work on, you can't
So
talk
true.
about.
Yeah.
Like what I'm working on right now, can't even talk about it.
Ooh, that's a tease right there.
Yep.
Well, we're going to leave you with.
He's not working on anything.
That's not true. Don't believe
why I
him.
can't
I'm
talk
done with
about
the
it.
summer update. We're out. We're out. Good luck. Thank you very much, Moonlight, for joining us.
Thank you for having
can
me.
catch her on Mixer. What's your mixer.com/Moonlight Wolf?
Moonlight Wolf, Lite. People keep thinking I spell it incorrectly, and I didn't. It's on purpose.
There's two ways of spelling it.
I mean, Light for like illuminant light, but
Yeah.
that's not what I was really going for. We're like low in calories. You
Like
know?
you're feeling a little lighter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A swift wolf.
I've been,
Yes.
Yeah, you've been talking about, how you're,
We're healthy.
you're getting the washboard
I've been-
stomach,
I've
so it's
been
like,
there.
you just finished.
I'm there.
Okay.
We'll go on. Thank you very much, Andrew, for joining us.
Glad to be here.
catatonic
Thanks, guys, for
again.
having me.
Yeah. Jeff, thank you for joining us. Obviously, we'll see a lot of you at Gamescom. Hopefully, you join us in Germany.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait.
All right. What?
It's like, wait, was that a trick?
Yeah.
For joining you?
No, thanks for joining us on the stream. Okay, don't thanks for the stream. Thank you for everybody for joining us. We're gonna leave you with an epic cinematic from Undead Pathfinder. This one's called Extinction. See you later.
On se part de là. On est parti. Qui est là? Tenez de monter. Go. Go.